Hello and welcome to Rabid Mining. Happy Thanksgiving if you're from Canada. If you're from the States, then November next month will be yours. So we'll see you then and try something else. But for now, we're in Canada, so happy Thanksgiving to everybody. Today we're going to go over our new internet. It's been running for 2 days now. We're going to see how that affects our rejected and stale shares. If it does at all, you have to keep watching to find out. I'm also going to go over my Monero settings for my 3900x gaming PC for mining, as well as a nice simple script that will actually help restart your miner for you while you're mining. Just so like when you go to bed, I noticed I had the problems till I finally found the right overclock, that it kept actually rebooting on me. So I'd wake up in the morning and I see my miner was down, and I just found a nice simple script that helps it restart your miner for you. That way, if it happens while you're sleeping, it'll restart, everything will be fine until you actually do find that overclock to keep it nice and stable. So if you haven't yet, please hit that subscribe button, like button, share this video across social media, all the other good stuff. Let Rabid Mining get out into the world, and let's continue on with this video. Alright, so first off, here we have Ryzen Master, home mode, everything's in default. Now, to get the best mining performance out of this, you're going to have to make sure your RAM is overclocked. Here I can tell mine is at 1600 fabric and memory clock here. Normally it boots at about 1200 and a little over 1000. So you have to put your XMP profile on. I am running at 3200 megahertz. As fast as I can get on this RAM. I'm using the Corsair Vengeance RGB 32 gig sticks, and I just can't overclock it any faster. So I would like 3600 CL14, mine's only CL16, but that would make you a little bit more hash. I average about 14,100. So on my Ryzen here, I found out that 4.1 gigahertz across all clocks, and then a voltage here of 1.2375. Now anything lower in this is where I was resulting. I've seen a lot of people saying they can overclock to 4.1 at 1.2 stable, but I was always getting crashes and reboots in the middle of the night, and I'd wake up and my miner would just not be running. So I was just like, great, now what? I missed half the night mine. I was just sitting here idle. So anyway, this was the magic number I found for mine. Like, it could be a bad silicone lottery, it could be a decent one, who knows. This is what I run: 4.1 gigahertz, all core, all thread, and 1.2375 volts. For my peak wattage, you just hit that, the old apply button, and we're set. That's what I found to keep mine steady. I have not had any downtime in the past month or so that I've been mining Monero. It's been running 24/7 when I'm not gaming. When I'm gaming, I just throw it back in default mode and hit the apply and go. Go back to mining, put it in manual, all your settings do stay. We're good to go. Now, I was having a trouble here, so like I said, I made this little loop error deal thing here. So pretty much 5 seconds after your miner crashes, it will reboot by running the start file, as I will show you right here. There we go. See, it's loading up, booting, ready to roll. This will just run in the background, but say your miner does crash, I'll show you for an example. Shuts down. Now here we go. In 5 seconds, it'll count down and reboot your miner for you. So that'll keep your miner going if something happens, as long as it's not an overheating crash and your computer's exploding. That would be bad. But one thing you have to do before you do that is you have to run it in administrating settings to get your huge files. So here we'll go to the My Miners, CPU, Monero, 6.35. You're going to go to your xmrig, and you're going to go to Properties, Compatibility. Make sure this is checked. That way it'll run that as an administrator every time it loads. So then when you hit it, click it, boom, administrating permissions, everything granted. You're good to go to run your huge files. Ryzen Master presets are set. It'll pick up all 24 cores. That's if you're on a 3900, of course. And you're good. You're set for Monero once you're all set up. Alright, so if you've seen the video I put out the other day, and if you haven't, go check it out. But the other day here, you've seen that I was putting out, let's just blow it up, it might be a little blurry, don't mind that. But here you can see I was getting 88.77% valid shares, 7143. This is a 24-hour time span. Obviously I kept switching miners, seeing what was going on. because we did have our roof done. I couldn't line it up, but I was always having a little bit of trouble ever since I went to hiveos, and I couldn't figure out why. So we have 8.93%, 638 stale shares, 164 invalid. Now that's a bad one, 2.3. Now, with this, I couldn't get my overclocks down that much. I had to keep everything at a 350 core minimum. One card had to stay at 900, or I was just pumping out, well, that's what these settings are, and I was pumping out invalid shares. Anything less, and I'd just be racking up. Like, I think I see my invalid shares shoot up to like, I don't know, it was like 8%. It was just crazy. So let's fast forward to today. This has been running for about 2 hours now, or 2 hours, 2 days. And wow, look at the difference. 0.26, 21 invalid. Now, this is something else we're going to talk about because I don't know what happened here. But see, 139 stale shares, 1.7%. We're at 8190 valid, 98.4% of the valid good shares. Now, this is what I want to talk about here is these invalids, which is really weird because I was not getting any. The day before, because like I said, this is the last 24 hours. The day before, I had one invalid share in the whole 24-hour period. But here, right at 130 to 140, which is interesting because last night was a payout. And at 133, well, it's 12:33, whatever their time zone, which works out to be 1:33 in the morning for me. But at this time, I spiked 15 invalid and 5 within the same 10 minutes. And this miner went down at the same time, which was, I find really weird. I don't know if it's coincidence. What? Has anyone else had problems? I'll definitely be watching this closer in the next couple payouts. The next one will probably be in like 3.5 days maybe. Unless DeFi picks up, then, you can get daily payouts. But who knows? It could be a while for that. Ethereum prices and all that good stuff. Gas prices. But 130 to 140 in the morning. Like, I don't know what happened there. It just shot up. And that is right at pay time. So something happened right when they sent out the payday. I have no idea. And then after that, stale shares have just dropped. One every once in a while. 0 rejected. So this is the only rejected ones I got right there. Were these. It's really interesting. I don't know what happened there. But as you can see, no more rejected. But new internet. Obviously, we know that rejected shares is usually an overclock problem. But I don't know. I changed my internet around and my rejected shares dropped dramatically, except for right here. So I should have probably had no rejected shares, which I normally don't, but who knows. And then my stale shares dropped dramatically, and my valid shares obviously are up because it took back these shares that they were missing over here. So changing your internet, your overclocks, all that. But before you actually start, I want to say for advice, before you start getting your overclocks going, make sure your internet is stable so that you can justify that that is not the problem with your cards. And then you can work on undervolt and all that. Right now I'm working at about 1465 in there, 1460 total rig on 12 cards. I don't know what just happened, a refresh or something. There we go. But so that works out to like 122 watts per card, I guess. That's with the system as well. But anyway, I'm going to try and get those numbers down even some more now that I know my internet is stable, and it will be my overclocks that will be causing me my rejected problems. So I can do a lot more tweaking here. What am I currently at? All right, so you can see, yeah, we're at 830 now. I think I needed 850s before to have my rejected down to a bare minimum when I was switched over to Hive on Pool and using hiveos. And we're running decent temperatures here. Obviously, we cannot see our memory. It's going to be a lot higher, but I don't know what they're at. But we're running under 50 degrees on every card on rig 1. And rig 2 is also under 50 degrees. Look at one at 40. Nice. Let's hope these are all accurate, though. But it is Canada, wintertime. It is close to a window, and I can have it cracked a little bit, which keeps these down. I might even be able to bring down my fan speed a little bit. I run at about, 55%, I believe. Yeah, 55. They're currently running right now at 52. But yeah, I can bring those down because fans do draw a lot of power. So if you don't need to have your fans cranked, then turn them down. That will save you quite a bit on power because they're the least efficient part of your whole mining operation is fans. But anyway, I hope this video might have helped you in any bit at all. If it did, let me know. Thumbs up. I have donations in the description here. If you have any old cards or anything, send me an email. I'll gladly take cards. Building mining rigs like crazy. Rig frames, anything you don't want, don't need, promote, donate, whatever. I'm all for it because I need more rigs, a lot more of it, and I can't really afford it right now, but I'd love to get a lot more builds going on. So thanks for watching. Hit that subscribe button, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Rabid out.